a diner, hear my name. Small town eyes know that sound again. Keys swing low, engine humming steady. Yeah, the night says I'm already ready. Dust on my boots, smile on my face. Main Street lights set the pace. All the girls think my C10 is sexy, hanging out the windows yelling, hey, come get me. Laughing too loud, hair in the breeze, turning every head when I ease through the streets. It ain't just me, it's the way she rolls. That old square body got a hold on their souls. Friday night lights and the radio's heavy. Yeah, all the girls think my C10 is sexy. Saturday rolls in, same old town, but it feels brand new when I roll around. Parking lot stories, tailgate laughs, cup holders full, time moving fast. They lean in close just to hear her idol say, boy, that truck should come with a title. Bench seat smiles, hands on chrome. Every mile feels a little like home. Engine talking, speakers loud. This old truck draws a crowd. All the girls think my C10 is sexy, hanging out the windows yelling, hey, come get me. Laughing too loud, hair in the breeze, turning every head when I ease through the streets. It ain't just me, it's the way she rolls. That old square body got a hold on their soul. Saturday night and the moon shines ready. Yeah, all the girls think my C10 is sexy. She ain't fast, she ain't new, but she knows how to steal a view. Little rust, little shine, whole lot of trouble on a county line. All the girls think my C10 is sexy. Camera phones out, swear they wanna text me. Heartbeat thumping with a kick drum beat. When I roll slow down Main Street, engine cooling as the sun comes up. One last song, one last cup. If loving a truck is something risky, I'll take that ride, 'cause all the girls think my C10 is sexy.
Good morning, folks. Hey, how's everybody out there doing? It is a marvelous Monday right here in, the studio and over in Facebook. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Let me turn this off for a moment. There we go. Not the video, but I had to turn it off, the flashing. Hey, what's up, guys, gals? Hopefully everybody had an awesome weekend where right here back in, the studio where all that magic, happens. If you're listening to us, over on C10 America Talks, I want to welcome each and everybody over to our podcast, guys. And please take advantage of, all the awesome interviews that we have right here on, C10 America Talks, the podcast. How cool is that? I think we have like over 165, interviews. That is, so cool. It is growing. And then all you guys, if you're watching here on, YouTube, hey, what's up? Want to say a big shout out to Street Side Classics, right down there in Fort Worth for, all your concession or, if you need to, sell that awesome car, that awesome truck, right down there in, Fort Worth. And, I'll get the address, get the name for you guys. So I'll have it on tomorrow morning's wake-up call. By the way, this is your morning wake-up call for Monday, March 9th, 5:09 a.m. Can you believe that? We started playing, the music about 5:02. We got in here a little before 5:01, so I call it good. So anyways, hopefully everybody out there had, time to kind of relax and, cool off from last week, and then we jump right into another, week out there. So anyways, guys, gals, if, you took and had, a fun weekend, or maybe, you were stuck in the garage, maybe working on that, old C10, or, that project, or, maybe you went out there with, dad or granddad, something like that. And you pulled like an old C10, from the field, put it on a trailer, you brought it back to the shop, and then you started taking it apart. Once you got it back to the shop, then you made a little physical inventory of, all the parts you had and all the parts you need to redo, and all the new parts you need that you can't redo, so hopefully everybody out there had, a good weekend. Me and my wife, we had a birthday party on, Sunday. Our little, awesome, beautiful niece turned 8 years old. And so we went out to, the in-laws and all that out in Red Oak. And at their house, we had, a great little, afternoon hanging out with, the, in-laws, friends, and family, and, all that stuff. And I do, by the way, a little short plug, they had Caesar's pizza. That was awesome. I had made about 4 slices. Dude, I was hungry out there. And they had like probably about 20 pizzas out there. So that was pretty cool. And I was hungry as a horse when I got there. I didn't really eat anything for breakfast, but a little candy bar. And then, I asked my wife, I said, babe, I hope they have food there. They're going to have food. And she's Oh yeah, they'll have food there. So they did, and that is awesome. Hey, anyways, guys, I want to talk about four brand new companies right here on you know the YouTube show. Your morning wake up call right here. First and foremost, I'll just say a big shout out to KAFI Automotive. KAFI Automotive is right over here in Fort Worth. That is where Dad goes for probably every other month for daily maintenance on his Jeep and all that. These guys over at KAFI Automotive, they're so cool, so down to earth, and all that. They'd probably even give you the shirt right off, their back. They are, so cool. And plus, they're not like other shops. When you till KAFI Automotive, what you think, their problem might be on your car, then they address that problem. They they take and they take what you say and they go into what you say with that mindset, and they look for maybe squeaky noise, a noise that isn't right. They'll drive it, they'll find out what it is, and before they do anything, they will either call you, text you, contact you, let you know what it is, what they found out is causing, that noise, that squeakiness, that noise that you cannot figure out. You couldn't figure out for a couple months. They figure out right then and there because that's what they do. Anyways, they're over off Golden Triangle Boulevard. They're at 3700 Golden Triangle Boulevard. That's Fort Worth, Texas. You're looking at a zip code of 76244. 76244. And if you want, you can give them a call. 682 area code 593-0239. That number again, area code 682-593-0239. 0239. Then we have their email if you guys want it, kafiautomotive@gmail.com. That's kafiautomotive@gmail.com. If you want to find them online, go to kafiauto.com, kafiauto.com. So, anyways, their telephone number, let me get that, 682-593-0239, 682-593-0239. That is KAFI Automotive. Go check them out today. I believe they either open at 8 or 9. I'm not sure. You might want to take and call them before you go over there, because that would suck, if you go any place and they're not open. Just a little, word to the wives, maybe, it's a good thing to call somewhere before you go. I'm just saying, I'm stopping a headache before it, becomes a migraine, Anyway, I found these guys, love these guys on here. It's a order card that I found here in the studio. It's called Square Bodies of Texas. Square Bodies of Texas. And, what's real cool about these guys, Square Bodies of Texas, they started about 3 years ago. That would put us back to, we started, C10 America, about 3 years ago. So that is awesome. Excuse me, awesome. And they're located at 3200 Brett Road, Longview, Texas. That is 75604 zip code. 75604. Let's see here. They're over at IG, Instagram. Altogether, it's Square Bodies of Texas. Altogether, no spaces. Then their phone number is 903-387-6797. That number is 903-387-6797. If you want to email them, go right ahead. HonchoFabo5@gmail.com. I don't know, did you get that? It's HonchoFabo5@gmail.com. Square Bodies of, Texas. We're have to reach out to, these guys and see if they want to become a featured sponsor on, the morning sponsor, either over on Facebook or right here on, YouTube. That would be, so, cool. Then we started, or I started using, that new software OBS for, all my YouTube videos, instead of just using the regular camera, because I can take in. Have you guys seen these? We make these awesome posters. We did before, and we're bringing them back. Check this out. We take your photo of your truck. It's only $75. And you see your photo of your truck on the left-hand side, right? Well, that's not a real magazine. That's a mock-up. We call it a man cave poster. And we just started putting those on metal prints. So we put those on metal. We laid out that magazine cover. It's called C10 Sickness. And we need 4 photos. We need one for the main. You pick the main picture. You pick 1, 2, 3 small film strip pictures for down below. Give us some, a little information. And for $75, we designed that. We put that on a thumb drive for you guys, and we make it an awesome metal print for you. So not only are you getting an awesome metal print, we'll take and we'll save it on the thumbnail for you. So, if something happened to your print or whatever, you will have it right there. And those are on metal, $225, but the $75 price you saw on there is only if you want to have that done and saved on a thumb drive. If you only want, the thumb drive, we can do that too for you. We just throw it on a thumb drive. That's $75. And we ship that to you. It takes about like a week to get. But if you want this awesome print on metal, this awesome, cover on metal, we'll put it on metal. It's $225. We'll give you that free thumb drive, and we'll save it as a PSD file, and we'll save it as a JPEG file. So, if you want to get it uploaded to your, computer, you want to put it on, your social media, you want to email it, you know what, on that thumb drive, we'll put the regular big version, on there. We'll put a small email version so you can email it to your friends or post it, online wherever, you guys want. Then I want to say a big shout out to Knabes, or what's that? Knabes, uh, Knabes, Knabes, Knabes Auto Service, collision repair specialist. We meet the nicest people by accident. Anyways, they're located at 5315 A Flash Trap Fish Trap, pardon me, a Fish Trap Road, Denton, Texas 76208 76208. Their phone number, area code 940-565-6644. That number again, 940-565-6644. Anyways, that is Knabes Auto Service and collision repair specialist, where their customer satisfaction is, guaranteed. Anyways, guys, last but not least, I want to say a big shout out to Detail Werkz and Werkz out there in Dallas. They're located at 2652 Brunner Drive, suite number 8, Dallas, Texas. It's www.detailwerkz.com. That's detail, then WERKZ.com. Detail Werkz. It's with a Z, no S, a Z. And they're out of, they protect, they enhance, and they maintain. And they're out of, awesome, Dallas. So big shout out to everybody, all the new companies, the 4 new companies that we just give a shout out to. We'll be trying to contact them later on in, the week, that we'll see if we can't get them to come on and be a regular advertiser, a regular, sponsor of, the show and, all that. Anyways, guys, we have some awesome stickers. Check it out. Who does not love stickers, huh? I know all you guys probably love them because you have them, on the toolbox, on the fridge, on the, on the air compressor, the big snap-on roll toolbox, the back of the window door that comes into the shop, maybe on the back of the roll-up door, wherever you guys got your cement decals and, all your decals from, all the parts you guys order for, these awesome, C10s. Anyways, we took and we put 4 of, the awesomest, is that a word? I don't know. I just made it a word. We put 4 of the most awesome decals, together. Probably about the time that I started C10 America, which was 3 years ago, December 9th, 2022. I was talking to, the wife and talking to, dad and all that. And they both said, well, why don't you take, the decals that you designed, put them together in a, pack or whatever, then put them over on, the website, which is www.c10americamagazine.com, www.c10americamagazine.com. So I thought, what? Hey, that's a great, awesome, idea. So anyways, we have it started out four of these awesome, decals right here, right? Well, anyways, I thought, I would spice it up. Pardon me. Me and Dad had that old Hot Rod magazine back in the day. We came out, what, 2018, I believe. Anyways, we have a limited selection of, the busted decals. I'm going to take that, throw that right in, the mix. Then I'm giving you guys, another, C10 America Stars decal for free just because, I want to. I want to throw that in, the, the mix and all that. We'll pick that up later. Later. Anyways, hey guys, I want to give a big shout out to Triple F Automotive. Uh, they're known to be a full service, shop specializing in classic car restoration with over 70 years, experience. They're located at 2760 Golden Triangle Boulevard, Fort Worth, Texas, 76177. 76177. Their phone number is 817-750-1040. 817-750-1050 or 1040. That's my buddy Doug Barry over at Triple F, Automotive. Anyways, guys, I'm getting back to issue number 9 here. We had all the spots filled up, and then I needed 5 more. Well, I got all 4 that I needed extra. And then I get another one, or I need to get the other one. When I get it, then I'll have 5. I'll have my total 20 for issue number 9. I know you guys are saying, "Hell, what's he showing me? What is that?" Well, this right here is my blueprint. This right here, just like everybody, just like a contractor, needs a blueprint to build a house or build a building. That right there is our blueprint to tell us, who is going where and, how many pages, all that. And so even though we have it done and saved in the computer, we do it that way. So, excuse me, it keeps everything all organized. Excuse me, we have it saved, in the computer, but it's good to have it written down somewhere on, paper and, all that, stuff. So, anyways, guys, we did bring back, the Hot Wheels giveaway over on, the website, www.c10americamagazine.com. That's www.c10americamagazine.com right over there, guys. And then if I can, let me address, the elephant in, the room. I know you guys are thinking, hey, what's up with that? We're writing a book right back here. I need to get back into writing. It's been like a week since, I wrote. I need to get back in there. But I'm done with chapter, 1. So I started page 1 of, chapter 2. I need to keep going. It just, I'm trying to weigh, things out. I had the thing over, the weekend. I I had to go to with, the wife and all that, and working on, metal prints, all that stuff. So, anyways, I'll get back to it if I can, maybe later on tonight, make like half an hour of writing time. I'll come in here in the studio and write for a little bit for that book here. But anyway, that book here will be available in three versions. We'll have the regular version over at the publishing house, which we already got already. We know where we're going with that. They're in online print demand. So pretty much you can go there and get $1, $20, $100, whatever. They're print on demand. And then they said since we're an author of the book, we can take and buy personal copies, and then we can sell them over on our website. So I'm gonna personally buy 100 copies. I'm gonna autograph all 100 copies. You're getting a free sticker in there, and I'm gonna write you guys a free personal handwritten note, inside, there. So everybody gets, the note, the sticker, and autographed, copy of, the book and all that. When we're gonna be done, we're looking at 6 months, writing, and then getting it all done, set into motion, and stuff like that. So that's two versions. And the other one is it'll be a download book too, so you can download it. If you want it on your Kindle, you want it on your laptop, your tabletop, your smartphone, your smart device, wherever you guys read, books and all that. Hell, you guys might even be in an airport somewhere waiting for your plane to, Jamaica or to Hawaii or whatever. You need to kill some time, and you got this book physical. You can read it, or you have it on, the iPhone. You can read it there. On your tablet, you can read it there. So that would be, so cool. And that's so it'll be paperback, 150 pages. It'll be 15 chapters. We're looking at 10 pages per chapter. And so if you add all that stuff up, then it comes out to about 150 pages, and you're good to go, Charlie Brown. You're good to go, man. So anyways, this is not, however, the actual book. It is, my wife's book here. What I'm doing, I have, for everybody that can't see what we're doing on the podcast, we have a paperback book here of, my wife's, and I'm trying to get a cover, size done for it. We have the cover printed out on a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and it's covering the book taped on to find out the actual size and all that. I made it a little smaller by accident. The background is supposed to go to, the blade, the end of, the page. But right now it has a white border, around, the book. So I need to go back. And by the way, guys, my printer went out. It will not print no more from the computer. So that's, something I need to do. Also, I need to call, Epson and say, hey, what's happening with, the printer, and stuff. And maybe they, you know, have a tech guy that can walk me through, a couple different, scenarios on, the print. Before the printer went down, I guess I had it on, a wrong, file, or I mean, wrong size and all that. And when I printed them out, I printed out the, small order forms. Normally, order forms are, this big, but I had the setting wrong on, the computer, and here was, the order form, little baby order form, maybe put two of these together, maybe equal one of, those, but they still work. They get, the job done at, the end of the day. We're at 5:38. We're gonna get out of here at 5:45. So, then we, talk on here for about, 45 minutes. Normally it's supposed to be, half hour long show, but, I figured since, it's Monday and, we haven't seen you guys for, over the weekend, But, guys, we really love everybody that, comes onto our YouTube channel and goes over it. By the way, guys, big shout out to everybody out there. Our sponsor of, the day, our featured sponsor is, let me see if I can find it here. Featured sponsor of the day is, it's on a rotating reel. Featured sponsor of, the day is, hold on, it's coming. It's on a reel, so it spins. Right there, featured sponsor of the day is, the White Buffalo Car Show. That's coming up on October 3rd. By the way, guys, I'll put a post up in, the group. I've been working with, Scott right down there in Snyder. And what we're working on, we're going to be doing, the C10 America Corral right down there at, the show. And so if you guys out there want to go to an awesome show, you need to go to the White Buffalo on October 3rd with your awesome C10 and, park in the C10 America, Corral, where Scott is gonna, I think he can get it. He said, I think I can get it. Scott is gonna give us our own little block, our own little street, and I'm gonna put some banners up. I need sponsors for, the banners. I'll mock one up and I'll put one up. It'll be C10 America, Corral, sponsored by, and we need, a couple of sponsors, like maybe like Summit Racing, maybe LMC Truck, maybe South Coast, or Southwest Classics, pardon me, anybody out there that wants to, put their company name on our banner, that banner will be shown at like every show that we go to and have, C10 America, corral out there. That might be something to do is, instead of right now doing our own show, maybe see if we can put up a C10 America corral at our friend shows and all that, and then get some C10 folks out there, get that built up. When it gets built up, then we can branch off into our own type show and all that. Anyways, we're at 5:42, guys. We're gonna get out of here in three minutes, but hopefully everybody has a great, awesome Monday. And you guys out there, you're listening right now, maybe in the car, in the truck, going to work, maybe you're in the shop right now, getting ready to tackle the next thing you need to finish on your C10. Then have at it, guys. And remember, on the podcast C10 America Talks, we have check it out, guys, we have over 165 episodes. We'll have a lot more put up pretty soon. And I think here on my P4 recording, we have a bunch of there. And I kind of cracked the code, guys. Whenever I do a video for you guys in the morning for the morning wake up call, I'm not streaming to the group. I'm only doing it for you guys and the podcast. So I turn the podcast on for the mic and all that, so I can talk into the mic and use the mic on the recording for YouTube. Then I thought, well, hell, why not turn on the recording for to record the audio. So I'm recording the video for you guys on YouTube, and then over on the P4. So that is good. We're at 5:44, 1 minute until 45 after the hour. Anyways, we have a long planned out day. Dude, guys, I have more and more people contacting me, about metal prints, and I need to work on that today. Work on, the magazine, all that. We love you. It's 45 after, the hour. We'll talk to you guys soon, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great, day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Take care.
I started with a frame, just a pile of steel, rust on my hands, but a vision that's real. Long nights in the shop, sparks lighting the air. Every bolt I tighten says I'm halfway there, knowing that my vision is starting to appear, in hopes that I make the cover of C10 America magazine. I'm building my C10 dream. The chrome shines under the lights. Do I lay it low or lift it high? Man, my C10 dream feels so right. From the garage to the show, rolling proud and clean, in hopes that one day I'll make the cover of C10 America magazine. A fresh coat of paint, that green candy apple glow, 20-inch wheels hitting every truck show. Crowd gathers round, cameras start to click. This ain't just a truck, it's my C10 America magazine dream. I'm building my C10 realize this truck's more than metal to me. It's my C10 dream. I'm building my C10 dream. The chrome shines under the lights. Do I lay it low or lift it high? Man, this C10 dream feels so right. From the garage to the show, rolling proud and clean, in hopes that one day I'll make the cover of C10 America magazine. So here's to the builders, the grinders, the crews, to every C10 dreamer with a vision so true. I hope and I pray that maybe someday my truck will be on the cover of C10 America magazine. But until that day, my truck's gonna gleam. I will keep wrenching and chasing my C10 America magazine dream.
Have a great day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you. Take care and change somebody's day. Take care.